Right, these redcoat recruits are ready to go to British Foot, and these redcoat recruits are ready to go to British Foot. So 2 big upgrades there. Let's get to the town here, see what they've got. So food, yeah, we need more food. Let's get up to 1,000 maybe, and then we should be fine after that. And then if they have any cheap officers, I think we're actually maxed out on officers. No, we need one more. We could open a new brigade, but that's going to use up all of our cash, so we don't really want to do that. I think we'll just focus on buying some good stuff. I don't know why, but I really like these. Regimental Staff Commissar, so plus 20 veterancy and minus 20 ammo consumption. We'll definitely take that. Not much else on the Staff College, though. Usually that place has a lot of good stuff. Nothing there. I really only want to buy the gold, the excellent quality stuff. I think a lot of the other stuff we'll just skip. Reload and move speed. All right, here we go. Give us a sniper. Nope. We still only found that one. Yeah, it would be nice to get another one. Here we go. Heavy socket bayonet. We'll definitely take that. Actually, do we? Because we have some good quality heavy bayonets, or the socket bayonets. So maybe we don't actually need that. And then the powder house. We do need a earthwork. That'll be for our Grenzer. So let's put that on. So these guys, I gave them some shoes. They probably don't really need the shoes. Let's give them the earthworks instead. All right, that should be okay there. Is there any good elite units we can hire? I would love to get some more artillery, like that Schomburg Lip, whatever. That was such a good unit. But yeah, nothing here. Foundry, we could buy another cannon for when it's time to upgrade, but let's not do that, I guess. Okay, let me think. I gotta sell some stuff. I'm gonna go through this real quick. Right, so they had 1 set of grenades, so we'll install that here on this guy. I don't really want to give any of this stuff up, so I'm gonna expand for the final slot. So there we go. Our 3 grenadiers all have grenades. Right, I'm trying not to buy anything that's not a good quality, or excellent, I mean. I don't want to buy good or regular, because the problem is we're gonna probably end up replacing it soon anyways. So a lot of this stuff is just not that good. I don't really care about Cav. They don't have any good gold guns here. Not doing the cannons. Hey, we could do the cartridge box. I'd rather have the large cartridge box though. It's gonna reduce ammo consumption by even more. It does reduce your stamina a tiny bit, but that's fine. So yeah, there's not much else we can buy here. Okay, anyways, we're still up to 3,300. So we have good money. Let's go ahead and buy some ammo since it's really cheap here. And then that should be fine. All right, where do we want to go now? So HQ is at day 164. We're barely in day 68. So even if we don't attack these guys right away, we have plenty of time if we chase down some of these other armies. So why don't we do that? Let's go to the... We'll do this convoy, and then we'll chase this army down. Oh, nice. We can get an excellent spirit ration. We don't have any of them, actually. Yeah, none of these guys have excellent spirit rations. So we'll put it on the weakest one we have. So now he's tied 84 and 84. Perfect. And we have another spirit ration for our last grenadier whenever this guy's ready to convert. Okay, let's keep going. Right, nothing really that good here. Let's keep going so we can take that fight. Oh, nice. They actually want that. All right, we're not fully healed yet, but mostly there. It's the same army composition as before, so this should be pretty easy. And we've got a really good defensive position here in the center. So I like this spot. But here we go. This is our defensive position here. Got a little bit of a salient, or a little bit of a corner here that might be kind of hard to defend, but that's all right. That's where we can stick our grenadiers. So we'll get 2 grenadiers up in the front here. Oh, these guys are not in good shape, actually. Let's keep them on the flank. And then what about these guys? Yeah, 976. That's much better. We might need to spend some time drilling so we can get replenishment a little faster. We've got our Welsh in reserve. We've got our Coldstream in reserve. All right. Where do we put our Cav? I'm going to keep the Cav all the way in the back for now. I want to see where they commit their certain types of units before we commit to ours. And then the veteran Fusiliers is what we want to target. Let's get these guys out of here. Oh, they were targeting that one actually, but that's okay. We'll take this one first because they're going to be the first thing that'll hit our line, I think. And why don't we match the front a little bit better than what we currently have? That way when we have to run back, it's not so awkward. That looks good. Get your defensive spot down, please. There we go. We're good. It doesn't look like they're going to put much on this left side, actually. We'll keep the Fusiliers kind of close by. And the Coldstream Guard. And then they'll just play as replacement. Or we could swing them out and they can get some flanking action, because I don't really see any cav over here. So why don't we do that? Let's get these guys out over here. And then they can sneak around the side and get some shots. Alright, we're looking good. These guys should be shooting. They are 62 in one volley. That's good. Let's get another 60 or 70 kills, please. Yeah, they got 100 kills on that. That was beautiful. And they're getting targeted by cannons, and then they're going to get hit by subsidy recruits. So they're just not going to have a good time here. Right, these Grenadiers, yep, these are reserves. Let's get them closer to the front at least. And then the Hessian Musketeers. I don't think we need to move too much right here. Actually, I think we're okay. Let's get some ammo distributed. All right, we're going to fully focus our attention on this one next, but let's make sure, get these guys out of here first. There we go. All right, everybody focus that next. Cannon as well. Yep, that looks good. All right, here we go. Welsh are going to be able to get a shot here, but hopefully they don't get targeted. Oh, they're charging? All right, Grenadiers, Hessian Grenadiers. Let's get them over here. Just charge. Yeah, I don't really want them to disrupt my front line. They're going to make it. That's okay. They're gone. Perfect. Get rid of your charge bar so you can get back to safety. There we go. So that didn't really do anything to us. Yeah, hardly anything. Who are these guys going to target? Oh, we're getting charged. Get back. Get back, get back, get back, get back. I want them to hit. Yep, there you go. Hit the Chevaux de Frise. Perfect. Grenadiers to help clean up. Alright, who else? When they charge once, that means they're probably going to charge again. Alright, get these guys back out again. Okay, Grenadiers. Yeah, Grenadiers did really well. Subsidy recruits held. Look at that. 151 to 104. Oh, crap. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. Alright, get ready, boys. Charge it again. Hit the Chevaux de Frise. Kill those Dragoons. Oh, they're going to load up more than one. Let's get Coldstream Guard here. We're going to need to reinforce. Maybe even the Hessian Musketeers, just in case. Alright, those guys already fled. Where's my Grenzer? Oh, they were in melee for some reason. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Grenadiers. Just get off the battlefield, please. You can go rest behind line. Let's get these Grenzers over here. They need to continue to stay on the front line and get shots. Alright, this looks good. I wouldn't mind... What are these Fusiliers doing? I wouldn't mind if these guys actually went here to the side, start shooting. They need XP. Oh, these Fusiliers are trying to charge something? What do they charge? Oh, okay. They might be going for our subsidy recruits. Alright, Hessian Grenadiers need to get in there. Yep, get them off of our British foot. I'm going to pull these subsidy recruits back. They need some relief. Right, we're looking good though. We're looking really good. Yeah, these foot, they're just not going to do all that well. That's okay. Alright, can we get these Fusiliers back out as soon as these Austrian Fusiliers are done? They are not wanting to go down. Alright, whatever. Just charge through them if you have to. Okay, British foot. They only have 800 troops left. Do we have reinforcements? No, we have Grenadiers. That's not ideal. No, you're going to have to hold the line then. A little further. Or a little bit longer, I mean. Okay, what are our cannons shooting at? Let's maybe target over here in the center. Get these veterans out again. Alright, let's shift our line just a little bit. Oh, we got Dragoons coming again. Yeah, just shoot at those, please. Same thing with the cannons. I don't want to move my Grenzers again. We don't have to. Actually, can we hold fire? No, they're going to shoot at them. Perfect. Yep, everybody's taking a shot at them. They're not going to get out in time. Oh, wow. Somebody just shot, and they just completely shattered that formation. That was beautiful. All right, let's let them wipe out these veteran fusiliers. And we should be good. All right, we got more cav coming in. Let's get our Hessian grenadiers ready. These British foot need to move in. All right, go ahead and countercharge. They're going to hit both Chevaux de Frise and the nasty, nasty grenadiers. We want to, yeah, finish those guys off. There we go. Target here now, and then switch your targeting. Get back grenadiers. No, more dragoons coming. All right, just get back. You guys are exhausted. You're going to get caught. Yeah, these dragoons are coming in hot and heavy. We do have Coldstream. They should be able to take out... Yep, there they go. I was going to say they should be able to take out most of their numbers. Wow. Very strong defensive line. Yeah, I think we had a good game plan there. So let's keep pushing out, making sure that they don't come back. They've only got a handful of people left. You know what? We can just charge these guys. Or we have grenades. We should be using them. It's just so hard to micro the grenades when there's so much going on. Oh, look at that. Yeah, dude, they're going to get smoked. Might not even need to use both, but let's use both. Yep, they're gone already. No, don't use it? Oh, okay. They blew up the dead bodies even worse. Alright, back into cover. They have Cuirassier, and that's it. They only have one cav unit. They're going to charge in and get routed. And there it goes. Shattered. That was a good fight. So only 830 gold there, but not too surprising. We lost 1,600 people. We do need to take conscripts, but we'll be able to restock our losses here by quite a bit. Beautiful. We got a lot of promotions. Hopefully we can upgrade some people. I don't think so, though. All right, this guy, we need something ranged, accuracy. Ammunition consumption is not that bad either, though. I'm going to take it. That's fine. It's kind of a not as important skill, but it can still be useful. All right, we need one more level before we can get our sharpshooters. One more level. And he's actually almost to level 7. We might want to do some training, because we could probably push that over after 2 days of training. Can we do it? 1, 2, let's see. No, we need one more. Let's do one more. Oh, one more. We still have ammo? Yeah, we do. All right, perfect. Yep, there he goes. Grenzer Sharpshooter. Hell yeah. So that reduces the numbers. But I actually prefer a smaller number for these guys because they're kind of hard to... They're a little unwieldy when they have 1,000 units or 800 units. When you have to keep pulling them back and move into the front line and back and front. So I feel like this is actually even better. And then their accuracy just went up to 118 and then range at 202. So they're very, very strong. All right, doesn't look like anybody else leveled up, so let's just keep moving. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, these are 2 good items that are gold. And even the Tampions. Yeah, that one's actually not bad as well. Here we go. So we'll sell a few items. We'll take... it's only going to cost us 300 to get these 3. It's pretty good. Quartermaster... No, that's the one we were just at. What about here? Ooh, yeah, this is good. Accuracy and reload for T-rations. I prefer that over the other stuff. We'll take that. All right, special units. They don't have any, but that's all right. And then, yeah, there's not really much here. We could get a large bag of cast iron. 250. Dude, those are so expensive. We will be getting another grenadier unit, but we don't quite have it yet, so we'll wait a little bit. We'll put all these items out. We've even got more accuracy on our Chamblip artillery, so over 100. We're at 109 accuracy. So pretty good there. And then, like I said, these Grenzer sharpshooters are just insane now. 118 accuracy. And that's with a standard gun. If we can get the upgraded version of the Jaeger rifles, I'll be really happy with that. I just realized I was paused. I outfitted some units, and then we're heading south to try and attack these guys. And I noticed somebody was trailing us. So we'll take this fight real quick, fight them off, heal up for a day or two, and then we'll go fight the big army and get another doctrine. So this should be not too bad. They only have 4 artillery pieces. Very light on the infantry. We can just bully these guys, I feel like. Alright, let's set up in this back hill. There's not really too many other good spots. Like, this town would be nice, but then we give up high ground to our enemy. So we'll set up along this fence line, and we'll leave our right somewhat exposed so that they can maybe draw in a little bit and we can flank. But anyways, let's get our cannons up there first. We'll take the high ground in the back. And I think I'm going to keep the Welsh and the Coldstream Guard somewhat in reserve back here because I don't want them taking all the XP. We need to get our other frontliners to level up. Yeah, see, like these British foot. All these guys need to level up some. So, all right, we'll start down here. Let's take this fence line and the barn. We'll get our Grenzers up here as well. So these are the sharpshooters. And then back here, what I'd like to do is maybe we'll go a little further back from that front line and we'll set up a defensive position right here to protect the open fields. Keep a couple of these guys back in reserve, or we'll keep them ready to flank. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll maybe push them through the wood line. All right, Cav can stay on the right side. We'll spread out our grenadiers here. We need to unlimber so we can start shooting, right? Yep. All right, they're gonna come up here in just a minute. Now they're putting these guys way out ahead, so maybe we should go pressure them. Yeah, there's nobody there that'll contest. Here we go. Sharpshooter's going to get a volley off. Let's get up there with our cav. Right, they're taking some damage. Let's not be the first thing that they shoot at. There's another unit right here too. Grenzer sharpshooters. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. We'll charge both of these guys. Oh, they're turning. Yep, they're going to try and get some shots. So let's not do that. Here we go. These guys are done. They're dead. We will take a volley from their support in the back, but that's not that big of a deal. Actually, yeah, let's just finish these guys off. Oh my god. Dude, that artillery was so brutal. What the hell, man? What? That... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'd like to point out that they don't even have good artillery pieces. Like, this is a 6-pounder from the very beginning of the game. This is a 8-pound Lycorn, so it's not terrible, but it's also not like a late game unit. And then a 10-pound howitzer. These are all very mid-tier at best. And they just completely, at almost max range, obliterated 2 full cavalry regiments. Freaking insane, man. That doesn't make any sense. And we left our grenadiers out front. Okay, this is not going well, actually. Like, not even close. We're making a lot of mistakes. I'm making a lot of mistakes, whatever. And then, okay, they're gonna charge with their cav, but I guarantee you we can't do any damage to them. Yeah, look at that. They're just gonna waltz in. We gotta push our guys back. I'm gonna charge this guy with our grenadiers here. Alright, so the hussars, they got jacked up, but mostly from the muskets. Alright, let's get them back out there, because these guys are going to immediately rout. Alright, so front line. This guy's not protected. Let's just rout them. Yeah, honestly, we need to get rid of the cav. I'm so sick of using them, man. They're so terrible. Alright, these Fusiliers are probably going to get a shot off on us, but that's okay. Yeah, look at that. So much better. And if they take a volley from a cannon, they're not just going to instantly melt 800 units to 0 for, you know, for nothing. So anyways, here we go. They're charging it again. Let's get back. All right, we're going to get a full volley. No, do it on these guys, please. Full volley. Charge. Volley, please. No, they didn't get a single shot off. But it doesn't matter. They immediately broke. Let's get our grenadiers. No, we don't need to get them back, actually. Charge these guys. They're almost dead. Alright, so yeah, they shattered. Alright, get back. Yeah, aside from the cav, we're doing really well here. But I knew better than to use them anyways. I should have just not even bothered. We could probably push up with these. Let's go ahead and do that. Close the gap. Let's get our subsidy recruits on the side as well. Right, grenadiers. Alright, sharpshooters need to be up there. Why are you back here? Because I forgot. So let's get them up. We have another another cav unit coming in. Let's put some pressure on them. These Fusiliers are about to break. Let's deploy these slightly behind just in case these guys get into some trouble. Yep, they're going to come here for a British foot. That's fine. We have Grenadiers ready to go. All right, here we go. Get a full volley on those guys. These guys are going to instantly break. Let's just countercharge just in case. Yep, they're gone. So fully shattered. They might actually hit. So let's pull these guys back again. It's funny how often you have to pull those guys back. All right, let's go. Grenadier charge. Chevaux de frise. Perfect. They're sending grenadiers in here. So what we want to do is try and snipe them out if we can before they charge. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. If we can get another volley on them, that would be even better. Oh, you know what? We could throw some grenades. Yeah, they're going to stop right in front of us. They are going to get mauled. Badly, badly mauled. You know what? Screw those guys. Get the cannons. Get the cannons. Yeah, look at that. Grenadiers are getting chopped up. So we should be able to target the cannons here. I don't see any more cav back there. So we should be safe to pursue them. Yep, look at that. They're dropping fast. Alright, there's one down. Keep moving. Target the next. Cannons should be targeting these Fusiliers. They do have some infantry coming from behind, so we gotta be careful of that. Yeah, the snipers are really strong. So pick them off. Actually, let's get our cannon on this veteran Fusiliers. I don't want them to do anything here. And then what we can do is we can push these lines forward. Make sure that they don't run these guys off. Yeah, we're gonna have to target them. They might actually break anyways on their own. Yeah, 500 kills. Such a good unit. But very micro intense. You can't really just fill your army with them. These guys aren't in range. Shoot, both of them are not. So let's get up. Let's also move these guys up and get some shots. Okay, they're gone. I see some cav coming back. Oh, crap. They're too far out. We need to wait. All right, let's target these cannons. Okay, yeah, here comes the cav. Can we get a couple rounds on the cav? No, they're gonna come in. Oh, my grenadiers aren't in position. And these guys don't have Chevaux de frise up. Okay, big mistake. Oh, what a volley by the foot. They saved the day. Thank you for saving my terrible mistake. And then we're just going to keep pushing. Get rid of these cannons, and then we should be good. But yeah, everything looks good. Perfect. They're gone. We're waiting for one more cannon, and that's it. That's it. So not too bad. Even the cav didn't even get hit that hard, but they're going to take 35% more damage because of the negative perk we have. So I'm just going to get rid of them. And of course, they give us a bunch of cav items, so we can't really use that. We took 1,800 losses. We need conscription, and we're still in it. There we go. There's another one that hit tier 5 British foot. Actually, I think they need to be even higher than that. Yeah, veteran foot goes to 6, and then foot guards goes to level 7. So it's going to be a while before these guys are ready. So let's go ahead and get everything off of these guys. Pull all their manpower, everything off, and then we just disband. Get the hell out of my army. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. Alright, and because we're losing our melee, let's do one more upgrade to... Oh, we can't. No, we need more levels. So between our doctrine here, the minus 15%, or the plus 15% casualties restored, and the 15% we got from post-battle, we really don't have that many casualties to restore, so we can just waltz on over there and then pretty much take the fight right away. All right, maybe one more day. Let's do maybe train for a couple days. There we go. So now we're maxed out. Did anybody level up? So these subsidy recruits, I don't know what the heck we're gonna do with these guys though. I guess we could just go musketeer route and then we'll replace them. These aren't terrible. Actually, Hanoverian are even more accurate and they have more troops. So we could go that route. That's not that bad. 35 is not that bad. Yeah, let's do that. So Land Miles, let's get both of these guys. Oh no, these are already upgraded. Yeah, this guy's pegged for this slot. 5, 6. We still need more levels for these guys. Okay. Items are good. I think everything's good. We just need to get in there and fight. So let's do it. Go kick this guy's butt. What are you up against? Looks like 4 cannons, 4 cav, and a boatload of infantry. We're pretty fortunate here. There's still some recruits in here. So Crownland recruits, Hungarian Fusiliers. They're not that particularly talented. Veteran Fusiliers are definitely a little better, but only 20 accuracy. The Deutschmeister Fusiliers, those guys are pretty good. They do have 1 regiment of Jaegers we got to watch out for. All right, well, let's get in there. They don't, and again, they don't have that particularly talented of artillery pieces. There's some good skill, but they're all 3-pounders. So there's 1 6-pounder and a bunch of 3-pounders, so we should be all right. I think we'll take this little town or little farm area back here. There's not a whole lot of space otherwise. If we take anywhere else, the enemy's going to get really good defensive positions. I don't really want to deal with that. So we'll come back here. All right, so here's our rough structure. The semicircle. I feel like most of... No, they're pretty well spread out. I was going to say most of their units are going to veer towards one side or the other, but it seems like they're pretty well spread out. We'll keep the Cold Guard and the Welsh Fusiliers as reserves. And then once we start to lose some of these frontliners, we can replace them with elites. And then at least we know for sure these guys are getting some experience before the battle's over. We straighten them out a little bit so there's not as much overlap. But otherwise, this looks good. We've got our Grenadiers in reserve in each segment of the line. Okay, what are we up against? I see 1 veteran Jaeger. I see some some artillery. Wonder if we can skirmish with these guys. With our skirmishers. Maybe we can just get up there, get a couple volleys, catch them out in the open or something. I'm going to send these guys forward just a little bit. They don't really have close range, the cav and close support. I would even love it if we could take out some of their artillery. That would be really cool. But they're screening with these guys, so that might be tough. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get an angle. So let's get these guys maybe on the hill. And then we got to watch real close for those cav. If these stars start to come out, then we need to do something. Actually, we can get... No, I don't know. I was going to say we can get our Grenadiers to come out and help. But maybe not. Alright, let's just hold them right here. This is fine. So we'll try to skirmish with these guys for a little bit, and then we'll back up. See how nasty this volley is. 71. Dang. That's really good. That's really good. Now, if they keep going, we're going to be in range of the artillery, so let's see what happens. Yeah, if we had 2 of these type of units, I wouldn't even mind it. All right, let's hold fire. We're so close to being in range of the artillery. Yep, let it loose on the artillery, please. I will. Oh, dude, they didn't get it. They didn't get it. All right. Follow up with... Yeah, follow up with the cannons if we have to. It's getting a little risky here. They are getting some shots on us. That's fine. You know, let's start shooting at their artillery, because it seems like we're going to be able to pick off artillery here with our grenadier, with our sharpshooters. Yep, that artillery's dead. Okay, shoot, please. There we go. And it just completely obliterated. We'll reload. Maybe we'll move up, get 1 more volley off, and then we'll back out. How's our cannon? They're getting no kills. They got 10 on that. That's not good. Let's target the veteran Fusiliers. I feel like that might be a better use of our time. Okay, come on, reload. All right, we're ready. Let's move up. We're going to get 1 volley off, and then we're going to back. All right, there it is. There's your chance. Take the shot and get back. Perfect. Gone. That's exactly what we wanted. Now get all the way back. Double time. So we took 50 casualties, but we wiped out 2 full artillery brigades. That is, I would say, very much worth it. Yeah, we can get back. We'll set up our defensive line again over here, and then we should be fine. So cannons will continue to press. Oh, yeah, here comes... Oh, they're sending 2 together. So they're smushed up. They're going to get hit by artillery. Yep, perfect. We're not going to be able to get a volley off. There's no chance. they have to reload still, and then the cav are right on our butt. So let's just get back behind. We'll heal up. Let's get the Brunswick Grenadiers ready. Alright, Line Milas, you gotta pull your weight here, boys. Go for it. So they'll hit the barricades, and then get in there. Oh, wow. Yeah, they got crushed. So Line Milas did a few more deaths than kills, but that's fine. They held. Alright, here comes another group. Come on, get your barricade out. Oh, they're not going to do it in time. We need to help. Dude, they are going ham on this center section. Let's get another Grenadier up here. Yeah, just keep charging. The Line Milas can't handle that. We've got backups in case we need it. I don't think we need it, though. Yeah, they're handling it. Let's get them back. They can go rest for a bit. 346 kills is not bad. We need to get our sharpshooters. Let's go ahead and counter these guys. There you go. You're rested up. Get back out there and start shooting. These Grenadiers will pull rear guard duty here. And then Hessians are ready for the Line Milas. Actually, we need to pull one of these guys up. Let's pull this one up and get them ready to reinforce the land subsidy, because they're going to fall. There's no way they can hold this whole battle. Alright, we're looking good. Grenadiers. Yeah, keep targeting the Grenadiers. That seems to be a good target, actually, because that's kind of... The foot troops are more of a threat than the cav most of the time. Actually, you know what? Can you target these guys? They're all bunched up funky. Oh, here we go. Charge him again. No, they just immediately broke. Charge them. And they're going to immediately break. Another one. Oh, crap. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. Oh, no, they're holding, actually. Okay, now get back. As long as you don't pull them back too many times, it seems like they do okay. Yeah, get back before you get volleyed in the back. Okay, I'm going to swap out these Line Milas with the Coldstream. Alright, get up there. Double time, please. Line Milas are going to get crushed. We'll put them in reserve. Coldstream sub. Keep the Hessian Grenadiers here. And they are starting to move around the side. That's not good. They're just Fusiliers, though, so I think we can probably just push them off. I'm going to throw some grenades. Are we doing the other lines? We're okay. Throw 2 sets of grenades, please. And then charge the line. Perfect. Done. Go get them. Get them out of here. Yeah, I was going to say, those guys can't hold. Alright, they should be fully gone. Get back here and chill. So these were the ones that were fighting earlier too. I sent them down here thinking that they would have a little bit of a respite, but that was not meant to be. Let's keep this guy in reserve over here on the right, because it looks like they're pushing pretty hard. Deutschmeister Fusilier, we need to target them pretty hard. Alright, they're charging in. Yep, we gotta get ready. Let's throw some grenades. Oh, they're going to be right on top of it. Look at that. Perfect placement. Yep. We'll take it. They're both... I don't think they're going to do very well here against what we've got. Alright, they're charging again. Let's get our Hessian Grenadiers. Get them out front. We don't need them to touch our Line Milas. Okay, how are we doing here? They're still fighting. Oh, man, that's not good. Get our general up there. Alright, sharpshooters. Get them out. What is going on here? We're not taking that many losses. They just have really good morale, it looks like. Yeah, because it looks like we're winning most of these fights. Yeah. Seems to be the case. These Grenadiers do not want to go away. Alright, well, good on them. They put up a hell of a fight. But maybe not the smartest. Not the smartest charge. Alright, get back in line. We'll let the Grenadiers chill for a little bit. Rest up. There we go. Shattered. Alright, what are we targeting now? We need to target, I think, the center here. We can target this guy too. All right, I'm going to use these grenadiers because they still have grenades on them. So next volley from the Fusiliers, we'll pull up. Oh yeah, they're gone. All right, sweet. So we're just worried about these. Come on, get your volley off. There we go. All right, let's go throw. All right, this is going to be perfect. Full length. Get a second one. Yep, that was good. So 360. Second volley down to 498. Wow, over 100. Over 100 kills. And we're taking a few losses, but that's just because the game doesn't like to move units around. They have to like reform 10 times and then they'll finally move. Let's go ahead and restock ammunition at the front and then we'll come back. All right, our Coldstream Guard are just getting blasted here, dude. What is going on? Swap out with the Welsh Fusiliers then, maybe? Yeah, let's target this guy. I have a feeling their artillery are just focus firing. No, they're not even hitting him. It's these guys. Yeah, 400 kills with a 6-pounder. Mind you, a 6-pounder is doing all that damage. I don't know about that. All right, let's go ahead and move this guy into a flanking position. We can probably come off our line now. Almost. Yeah, their line's gone. All right, sharpshooters, let's go mow down everybody else. Almost done. Let's get a volley. And then just charge these guys, get them out of here. And then we need to start pushing. Let's push up just a few units that haven't been completely decimated by their whatever it is that's killing all of our units. Here we go. A couple of these guys. The line melees can go. British foot's not in bad shape. And then our snipers. Alright, cannons should be focusing down these guys. Get them out of here. What a fight. What a fight. Alright, there we go. We can keep pushing. Alright, looks like it's down to just... Oh, they're still chasing. Don't waste all your stamina, dude. It's down to just their artillery. Let's go pick them off if we can. Most of their artillery are almost, they're like half dead already. There we go. There we go. That's it. We got it. And the worst damage we took was this unit right here. And a little bit on each, but really not that bad considering how big their army was. That was much better than I thought it would go. All right, how many? We probably took like 3 to 4,000 losses. Yeah, 28. It's not bad at all. And we got some very good items. We could definitely use some of these. So these coffee rations, excellent quality, we'll make use of. We've got some of the tampions. Yeah, this looks good. I want to take conscripts because that will reduce casualties and we don't have to heal up as much, but look how many reserves we have. It's a lot. We don't need that many people. Let's take the ammo. We'll take the ammo. Yeah, look at how much money we have too. 5,700. All right, let's... Oh, interesting. Shoot and scoot does give fire damage received -5% and reload speed. I'm going to take that one actually because that'll stack with our other one. It's pretty good. All right, what can we do? We've got an upgrade on one of our infantry shooting brigades. Morale damage dealt. That one is always welcome. I'm going to take that one. Yeah, I love getting that. There's 2 of these that you can get, so I love stacking them together. These guys can go, yep, level 6. Perfect. Level 6. So we've got veteran foot, not quite to the Coldstream or whatever they're called. What are they called? British foot guards. What am I talking about? This one's the Coldstream. Yeah, so they've got a long ways to go, but we'll hopefully get them leveled up. This one is 1 more level. These guys... Hanoverian foot is what I was planning on doing, right? Because I need 1. Yeah, I already have this guy's ready to go to Hessian Grenadiers once we get there. So this guy can actually go Hanoverian foot. Let's do that. Perfect. So their accuracy is much better now. Our front line is getting very strong. Very, very strong. We still have these subsidy troops. I need to put them in the front line because they're just not getting XP fast enough. Also, I'm going to start pulling some of these XP items off of the units that don't need it anymore. So I have some on here. They still kind of need it though. Shoot. Yeah, we should just go buy some more. Anyways, let me get this organized. We'll start moving towards the south where that 3rd army is, and then we'll set up and get ready for that.